he and I have been friends for years, and I gave him a big hug. And I said, your heart came through, your values came through, your passion came through, the things that you feel that are essential came through. I thought he just did a great job at communicating. Didn't you?
Yes.
One more time for Tim. Just a great job. Just a great job. And, so Grandpa is now following the man you've lusted after. Yeah, we're stuck together for 90 minutes now. But that's okay, because I'm just gonna add value to you. I'm just gonna pour into your life and give you some stuff that's just gonna make you more successful. But maybe before I start, I need to just do a little check here. How many of you really would love to experience success in your life? Raise your hand. How many of you want to really experience success in this incredible, wonderful company of Manate? Then we're going to have a good time. Because I'm just going to tell you how to do it, okay? I'm just going to tell you how to do it, and in 90 minutes, you're going to be on a journey that's going to take you to a level that perhaps you never thought were possible. And so look at your neighbor and say, you're about to learn something. Go ahead and tell them. You're about to learn something. Look right back at them and say, why do you think I brought you here? I'm so excited about what I'm about to share, because my life is filled with anticipation. When Tim was talking about valuing people, I'm so into that. And to value people, one of the first questions you ask yourself is how do I add value to people? How do I come along people that I truly value and add value to them and help them to go to a level that perhaps they would never go on their own? And so I'm going to talk to all 8,000 as a group, but I'm going to talk to you just as if one of you were sitting across the table from me. And it was just the two of us. And you looked at me and said, John, help me to not only value people, but add value to people, and help me to do really well. I want to really do well. What I would do is I would start by giving you this very simple illustration. If you had a tree in your backyard and you wanted to cut it down, if every day you would go out and you would pick up an axe and you would go to that tree and you would swing 5 times, just 5 times, put the axe down. Next day, go out, pick up the axe, go to the same tree, swing 5 times, put the axe down. Next day, go to the very same tree, pick up that axe. Every day, you're picking up the axe, and every day you're going to the same tree, and you're swinging 5 times. Let me ask you a question. Over a period of time, eventually what's going to happen to that tree? Eventually that tree is going to what? It's going to fall. That's exactly right. If it's a small tree, it may take a few months. If it's a big tree, it could take some years. But the tree is going to fall. Now that simple illustration is the foundation of what I really want to teach you this morning to help you to be really successful in this business. And we're going to start with just how I began in this illustration, that you wanted to cut a tree down. And what that talks and teaches us is very simple. You and I, if we're going to be successful, before we can be successful in anything at any time, anywhere, is we have to know, are you ready? We have to know what we want to accomplish. In the story, I want to cut the tree down. The first thing that we do in being successful is we have to find out what are the things that are important in my life. what are the things that I'm passionate about in my life? What should be my top priorities in life? What do I really want to accomplish? Now I'm going to come back to that in about 12 to 15 minutes. The priority. What do I want to accomplish? But before I go to the priorities, I want to talk to you about what I call the 5 actions. The 5 actions that need to happen when you put them with the 5 priorities of your life to have what I call the power of 5. You see, in the story, there are 5 actions that take place. And if you take the same 5 actions in this business, you're going to be highly successful. You're going to be highly successful. Trust me. So let's get started. Now, what do I want to accomplish? I want to cut the tree down. That's my priority. That's my objective. So what did I do? Every day I picked up an axe. The first action that you need to engage in to be successful is to have the right tool. You've got to have the right tool. In this case, it's an axe. An axe cuts wood. If you want to cut down a tree, an axe really works. It's the right tool. Now, let's just say, for example, instead of picking up an axe, I went out and I picked up a baseball bat. And I took that baseball bat and I went to that tree and I swung 5 times at that tree. Can I tell you something? The tree is never going to fall. Am I going to work hard? Yes. In fact, I'm working as hard swinging the baseball bat as I am if I swung the axe. The difference is, if I have a baseball bat, it's the wrong tool. So I might work hard and I might put forth a lot of effort. I might put forth a lot of energy. But the fact is, the tree isn't going to fall because I have the wrong tool. My passion is to constantly put right tools in the hands of people. Many years ago, I realized that a principle that is a good, solid principle doesn't work unless you give people a practice with the principle. They have to have something tangible. They have to have a tool. And in my companies, I constantly am working on providing tools for people, resources for people, an axe, something that really works in helping you to be highly successful in what you do. In fact, we have a free podcast that has just done incredibly well. And I'm going to give it to you right now because it's just a tool, but it's a tool that if you'll just listen to it, if you'll just listen to it on a weekly basis, I promise you, every week you're going to get more good resources that are going to help you, and it's actually free. Just go to John Maxwell Leadership Podcast.com. And it's a tool. And it's free, it's available to you. And the reason that I give that to you is because I know that it will help you. It will help you in this business. It helps people, 3 million people, and we've only been doing this just for a few months. We're already following us, we're putting an axe in their hand so that they can cut the tree. So you have to have the right tool. The second thing that you have to have after you get and pick the right tool is you have to take action. If you notice, when I picked up the axe, I went to the tree and I took action immediately. 5 times. 5 times I'm swinging. I'm hitting that tree. Now, nothing happens with the right tool unless and until you take action. You see, so many times we know what to do, but we just don't go do it. In fact, do you know people like I know? I know some people, they never take action. They're just always getting ready to get ready. You know what I'm talking about? And well, yeah, yes, I'm going to do that. Yeah. That's good. That's good. I'll take a few more notes. You got to take action. When I was a kid, my father would tell me the little riddle of the 5 frogs on a log. And it just goes, it's very simple. 5 frogs are on a log, and 4 decide to jump off. How many frogs are left? And I say, well, 1. He said, no, 5 are left. He said, just because you decide to jump doesn't mean you did. You got to take action. And you can come to a conference like this at Monet, and you can get all excited.